Okay, everybody, I'm back, and the battery is fully charged. I just left it out here all night, and like I said, the charger shuts off when it's fully charged. Um, no problem with the power in the van. It held all the way through the night, and there was plenty of power when I got up this morning before the sun. So anyway, we go to the pack here, and we can see we're at 100% state of charge, and voltage is 53.71. I usually look at 54 volts as a full battery, so yeah, that's just fine. So anyway, I decided I was going to get set up with this thing, so I have some handles on it. So as you can see, I've got the handles on, and they are hinged so they fold. Now, on the metal brackets when you're putting them on, let me get around the back here if I can without hitting any buttons. Okay, so these two screws right here on the front side, facing towards me, those are actually the cover screws right here. Okay, so they're the side cover screws. So you have to take those out in order to mount this. So you want the 4 holes to be on the metal case itself. Okay, so you got 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Now, these handles only fold in one direction. So they only fold this way. They won't go that way. And that's the way you want to put them on, is so that they fold in like this. Because if they fold out, they're going to be sticking out of the sides over here where you don't need them. You want them to be compact, so put away like this. Or you could just leave them straight out. All right? So that's a couple of tips when you're putting this thing together on what to do. All right, so let's see if I... I got to work on how to get the screen to go backwards. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's that. There we go. So up in the top right corner, there's a little back arrow. All right, so let's see what the cells say. There's the cells. And they look like they're well balanced so far. Cool. That's battery, and there's temperature. And since we only have one, we're only getting one page. Okay, so we'll go with the back arrow and alarm. So we had a cell over voltage protection go off on it. That was probably because it was on the charger and it reached its full charge potential. All right, so the chart only works when it's connected. Product. There's the product itself. Go back and set. Okay, this is for setting up the communication. I'll be doing that later because the SunGold Power does have a communication capability with the CAN 485 right there. So these link in and link out are when you connect one or more of these together. So you would go link out from this one to link into the one below it, and so forth and so on. I found that out in the book last night. Yeah, see, I can read. All right, everybody. So I just wanted to get this part in and show you what was going on. So for right now, I am going to shut off the breaker and shut off the main switch. It's just going to be dormant for a while. And I think that keeps power from going on these terminals too, so I can't make an accidental short while I'm moving it. And I'm going to get to building the pedestal that this is going on, in a little while. For right now, I'm going to go finish my coffee and have a quick brunch, and then get out here and get some work done. I'll be back. All right, everybody, I'm back, and I got the shelf made, or the pedestal if you want to call it that, and I got the rack battery on top of it. Just so happened that the 3/4 inch plywood that used to be the automatic chicken door turned out to be the right size for making this shelf without having to cut anything. So all I had to do was cut 4 pieces of 11-inch long 2x4s for the legs that go in there. And it's not screwed together or anything like that. Although I'm thinking that I probably will end up doing that because, well, this is California and we do get earthquakes. So, what am I waiting for? Well, I'm waiting for the batteries to fully charge and get up to 100% because that's where the rack battery is, at 100%. I don't want to tie it into batteries that are all lesser charged than it is. So I'm waiting to get all the batteries up to 100%, and then I'll connect the rack battery in. So as you can see, I've already got the negative cable right there, and that's going to tie onto this battery. And then this is the positive cable, and this one will tie on here. But the cable that goes from here into the all-in-one inverter will end up coming onto this terminal right here. So this will be the last battery in the bank. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be a complete parallel setup for all 4 of these batteries. Now, I was asked today in an email, or I'm sorry, a text, whether this was compatible with those batteries. Well, I'm guessing that it is, although I did post a question to my representative to see if it is or not. And I don't think I'm going to hear back until Sunday night, because the time changes from here to there is 15 hours. They're 15 hours ahead of us. So Sunday night for us will be Monday morning for them, if that makes sense. So anyway, this cable is a communication cable for the CAN 485, and I've already got it plugged in to the all-in-one, and I'm got my book out here, and it looks like I'll be ending up changing setting number 30, but I've got to find out what the setting range, or what setting I be changing that to. And then down here I have to change it to either the 485 or to the CAN. I think I'm going to be going with the CAN, not the 485. But I will have to verify that with SunGold Power as to which one I will use. And once I get all of that combined, we'll be in good shape here. I'll be 51.2, yeah, 51.2 volts, 51.2 volts at 400 amp hours. So that'll be a lot better than the 300 amp hours. And I can't wait to see what kind of response I'm going to get in heating the cabin, because we've had a few cold nights, but I haven't had any problems up to now. And the lowest I've seen the batteries get down was like 60%. So I've got 6,000 cycles available in those batteries down there at 80% depth of discharge. And I'm not even getting down to 80% depth of discharge, so I might have more than 6,000 cycles. And a cycle is each day of using power and charging back up again. So figure it out. Divide 365 into 6,000, and that's how many years of service I should get out of this. Now, or more, actually. Now, with the extra power on here, I'll be able to cut back really largely on how much propane I use and do more electric heating inside. I might even get myself a little electric hot plate to make my breakfast on or make my coffee on instead of you know what? I still have my electric drip coffee maker sitting in storage. I'm just might pull that out, wash it up, and get that set up on the counter. And then I don't have to get up to turn the flame on in the morning. All I have to do is sleep in until I smell the coffee. That's great stuff. All right, so that's just some cloth from the SO cord that goes to the generator. So you can see the little green and yellow striped wire right there. That's the ground wire. So I attached it to the case of the unit like I'm supposed to, and I put it in this clamp along with the ground wires that go to the all-in-one and go down to my ground rod outside. So the whole system is grounded so that I don't have to worry about touching the case here and getting a shock. So this is the cover that will go on this final position right here after I make that connection. I haven't fully decided yet whether I'm going to wait for Jennifer to get back to me on whether this is compatible with those, and I may just give it a shot myself and just stand here and watch the monitor and see what it does. The equalizing switch will help it equalize with the other batteries, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. And yes, I will make sure I get it on film so you guys get to see it too. All right, so that's where we're at. Looking good. I wonder what this is. Well, it doesn't do anything, so. All right, so we'll shut that back off again. And it's probably going to be an hour or so before I get up to 100%. And then I'll make my wire switches over. And then I'll let you know how things work out overnight. I won't be hooking up the communications until probably Monday, when I can call SunGold Power. I get my rep on from SunGold Power. That's Jerry, and Jerry's a great guy, and he takes good care of me. All I have to do is text him, say I need some help and information, and he calls me back as soon as he's free. So outstanding service and representation from both SunGold Power and Watt Cycles. Can't beat having great companies like that stand behind you every step of the way. So anyway, that's where it stands right now. I'm going to go in and edit this video together because I got part one that I did this morning in the van when it was fully charged. And then, of course, carrying it out here, the handles made it easier because I just carried this in one hand. It's only 100 pounds, right? I carried this in one hand, and then I had my tools in the other hand. If you believe that, I've got pineapple grows in Alaska I'd like to sell. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear reminding you, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and if you can, join a membership. We got some exciting stuff going on this year. This is G Bear signing off.